Welcome back to the UniTec YouTube Digital Media channel. One of the best things about being a teacher is whenever you teach one of your students something and then they end up doing that as a profession. That's what this guy does here. Chase Sellers was part of the original Mr. Lowry PM class back in 2018? 19? That's right, he graduated in 19 from Central High School. He went to work for KREI, KTJJ, Regional Radio in Farmington, and then he went to the Dawkins Broadcast Group where he is now the sports director for that family of radio stations. Super proud of this guy, so glad he's here to join us today on the hot seat. How are you, sir?
I'm good, living the dream.
Yes, you are.
You're one of the main reasons why I'm in radio today.
Listen to this guy, man.
You helped me get to where I am today.
Well, hey, buddy, and I'm more than happy to help you out.
I appreciate it.
Along the way.
Thank you.
Yeah, I appreciate you, man. So let's talk about Central School District.
Okay.
Again, you graduated what year?
2019.
2019, went to UniTec 2 years.
Yes.
And was involved in this program. Who were some of your favorite teachers coming through Central? Who were some of the teachers you had that you really admire?
Through Central, Mr. Mclaughlin, English teacher.
Okay.
I had him for English Comp 1 and 2 while I was in high school. I really enjoyed Kathy. She was in attendance office, but
Kathy in the attendance
yes.
office. Okay.
I was the, I guess, TA to help her out. I
Yeah.
answered phone calls.
Okay.
It was always a fun time in the attendance office. Mr. Paulo and Mr. House. Mr. House doesn't work there anymore. He moved to Virginia with his wife, but Mr. House used to teach math.
Okay.
I really enjoyed his
What
classroom.
about Mr. Paolo? What did he teach?
Physical science.
Physical science,
Yes.
not mental science, but physical,
Physical science. He was just a funny guy and always made an interesting class.
Cool. Very, very good. So after UniTec, you continued your schooling, and you're doing something that's not exactly the traditional kind of college experience. Talk about what you're doing.
So my brother went to Full Sail University, which is a 29-month accelerated bachelor's degree program. He went for computer animation. And I was interested because I wanted to go for something to do with sports. And I didn't want to do journalism because journalism's slowly starting to fade.
It's too much writing, not much talking. Yeah.
So I was like, well, maybe I can find something to where I can do more broadcasting. And I looked into it, and Dan Patrick had his own program, the Dan Patrick School of Sportscasting.
Huh.
So I applied for it, got accepted, and I'll be graduating in November now.
Wow. Very, very cool.
Sportscasting.
That is awesome.
Yeah.
Fantastic. So have you met Dan Patrick like through a video?
I have not yet.
Yeah?
But I hope to this year.
Wow.
Ask him some questions. I think that'd be really interesting.
Okay, so hot seat question. What would be the first question you would ask Dan Patrick? You have him like all by himself. His total attention's on you. How you starting that interview, so to speak?
How he got to the spot he is today.
Okay.
How did he grind to get to where he is now?
Yeah.
How do you get your own radio show? What achievements did you have to achieve to get here?
Those are all very, very good questions. You've got like the first part of that interview outline. Put
That's
together.
those would be my first questions for him.
Ah.
And I'd throw something funny in there for him.
While you were here at UniTec, one of the things that you and your buddies Jay Sowell, Austin Parker, and Blake Kuntz like to do was something called Anchorman.
Yes.
Where basically you guys were just making fun of the movie Anchorman. What were some of your fond memories of doing that with those guys?
Well, I remember Austin Parker eating pretzels all the time when we were recording. I remember Blake Kuntz threw his hat at Parker. I don't remember what the question was, but he threw his hat at Parker because he was really mad. He interrupted him. And he smacked him, and he gave him like this red bump on his chest. It was hilarious.
Nice.
I wish we still had those videos today because they're phenomenal.
They're very loud from what I remember.
Very loud.
Very,
We
very
made
loud.
our first one with Mr. Love, Rob Love, which was our first instructor here. Great. I think it's still our best one we've made.
Yeah.
And then we made one again. It was still funny, but it wasn't as good as the first one.
Yeah.
Nothing's ever as good as the first.
Except for Empire Strikes Back.
Yes, unless it's
little-
Star Wars movies, because Star Wars.
Well,
the
not
latest
all
ones.
Star Wars movies.
Yes.
Yeah.
All the original Star Wars movies, though, are some of the greatest movies ever.
Okay, so now let's go to your professional career now. You've got some broadcasts under your belt.
Yes.
All-time favorite broadcast you've done so far?
I would say the state championship game, which it is one of my favorite.
Right.
But I don't think it is my favorite. I think when South Iron won their district championship for baseball, because Brock Wakefield threw a no-hitter, which was the first time they've ever won a district title in school history.
Very good.
That's probably my favorite.
Do you have like a catchphrase, something that you throw out there that's just Chase Sellers-esque?
I remember one time I was calling up one of the batters. His name was Joel Poston, and I called him Joel the Postmaster Poston.
Yeah.
And his mom actually was the postmaster, so now everybody calls him the postmaster.
Wow,
Yeah.
you've given that kid a nickname.
I did, yeah.
And at least it's
Awesome.
a good one. You don't call him like Suckerface or
Exactly.
something stupid like that. Yeah. Okay, very good, very good. Do you do many catchphrases? Is like nicknaming your thing?
It depends. If they have a good name that goes with a good nickname, I will.
Yeah.
But sometimes kids just don't have nicknameable names.
Yeah, it just doesn't work
It doesn't
out.
stick.
Yeah.
You want it to, but sometimes it just doesn't.
Yeah. So you've called a couple of state championship basketball games now, right?
Yes. I called the Ellington girls when they won their state championship in Class 2, and then the South Iron boys when they won Class 1.
Great.
That was in February of last year.
So you've done football, basketball, baseball, any other sports?
No, we only, right now, because we're very slim in our sports staff, we cover basketball, baseball, and football. Those are our main three right now. I want to eventually get to broadcast soccer, volleyball, and just local sports. I think that'll grow our brand.
Absolutely, absolutely. Volleyball's hard, man. It moves fast.
I want to learn how to do it, though.
Yeah, it's a challenge.
It's interesting.
It's a lot of fun.
Yeah.
Of the three that you've done, which one is your favorite to call?
Baseball.
Why is
Baseball's
that?
my favorite. It's slow, and you have to fill more. You have to be more creative when you cover baseball. Because in basketball, it's just nonstop. Baseball, you get to slow down, be paceful. You have to kind of be witty about doing baseball.
What's the dumbest thing you've said on the air so far?
I don't know.
You haven't said anything dumb yet?
I mean, I probably have. I don't. I usually just toss those away because I don't want to
Good.
remember those moments.
Good. Don't want to dwell on the negative, man. Just
Exactly.
focus on the positive.
Yeah.
Outside of your sports work, what else are you doing for Dockett's Broadcast Group?
I do commercials every once in a while and voice tracking as well, so you'll hear me on the radio.
Okay. So what time are your shifts on the air?
On Froggy 96, I'm 4 to 8, which is drive time.
Yeah.
And on K-Hits, I'm
What's the frequency on
2 to
K-Hits?
7. K-Hits 94.3.
94.3. I get those numbers out there.
Yeah, sorry. I'm just used to
yeah.
saying it. When
Are you doing anything on the zone? Are you zoned out?
I don't do anything on the zone.
Okay.
I do Kickin' Country 105.
Okay.
Which is one of our Piedmont stations.
Yeah. What time
Yes.
are you on Kickin' Country?
2 to 5.
2 to 5.
So drive time again.
So you're on 3 different stations at the same time.
Yeah, nobody knows that
Amazing.
I'm live. Everybody thinks I'm live. But
Yeah. Oh, you're giving your secrets away, man.
Maybe I am. Maybe
You
I
are
am.
live.
Yeah.
You're going from one thing
Exactly.
to the other. You're going.
Yeah, I'm
from,
Russian.
You're going from
I'm
Billy
busy.
Squire to Billy
Yeah.
Gilman to Billy White.
Kid Rock.
Yeah, absolutely.
Why not?
Doing it all.
Yeah.
Chase Sellers, again, our guest, graduate of the UniTec Digital Media Program and the sports director for the Dockett's Broadcast Group. And as we've just learned, 3 to 7, 3 to 8 o'clock on 3 different radio stations at the same time.
Same time.
Going back to your days in class here, what was your favorite project that you worked on in this class?
I enjoyed the sports broadcasting side when you let me do the baseball, and I think we did some basketball as well. That was what I really enjoyed.
Yeah.
My favorite project? Oh man, Anchorman.
Anchorman.
Just because
Yeah.
it was fun, entertaining, and they were honestly pretty long projects that we did. I think they were like 10 minutes long, which is quite a long assignment for this class.
Absolutely. Absolutely. So what is the end goal? What is the dream job in sports broadcasting for you?
Right now, my dream job is to be a sports broadcaster for a college basketball team or professional baseball, any college, pro.
You're not going to turn anybody down.
No, but
Yeah.
my dream job is cover Cardinals, of course, that'd be awesome.
Right.
Cover the Texas Longhorns.
Yeah.
And baseball, basketball, football would be awesome.
Yeah.
I love their athletics. Dream company to work for? it used to be ESPN, but I think CBS is now, like CBS Sports is now my go-to, who I want to eventually work for.
Okay. Besides Jason Lowry, who are some of your favorite broadcasters?
Yeah, so Mike Reeves, are we doing local or professional?
Oh, we'll do both, but I'm
Okay,
glad you brought the Reevesonator out there.
Mike Reeves is a phenomenal color commentary.
Yeah, he's good.
Phenomenal at his job.
Yeah.
I really like
Good
Chad
weather guy,
Speaker.
too.
Chad Speaker brings the energy all the time.
He's
I
got
love
high
it.
energy.
Yes.
High energy.
Professional, I really like Mike from the Cardinals broadcast booth. I believe I said his name right. Mosaic. No, that's the
John
I'm messing
Mosaic.
up.
You want John Rooney? That's
No,
who you're- no?
TV Valley Sports.
Oh,
Oh my gosh, I can't remember his name. I had a brain fart.
Dan McLaughlin.
Yes,
is
Dan
the
McLaughlin.
guy. Okay.
That's
okay.
who I really look up to, Dan McLaughlin.
Yeah.
For broadcasting. I
Okay.
really enjoy his broadcast.
He started young. He started calling Cardinal games not too much out of college.
Okay.
Got his start, and again, was a total lucky guy at KMOX in St. Louis.
Oh, wow.
And what kind of endeared him and made him rise up pretty quickly is he was walking to work one day and saw a fire truck in front of a building and happened to have a tape recorder with him because this was back in the
Yeah.
90s, and walked into the place that was on fire, found the fire chief and got some audio, and then took that back to the news director and was like, man, this guy's good, we should give him more hours. And then he was able to kind of parlay that and moving up the ranks pretty quickly.
Yeah.
And then got that job as the lead play-by-play guy for Cardinal
That's awesome.
baseball on TV, really early on.
He also covers SLU basketball.
Yes.
The Billikens.
Yes. Does pregame work for the St. Louis Blues. Does a great
Okay.
job with that. Used to, not anymore, had the Scoops with Danny Mac show on 101 ESPN.
Oh, yeah?
That ended at the end of the year, which kind of sucked.
Oh.
I enjoyed that. I thought
Yeah.
that was a good
I think he does a really
hour.
good job.
Oh, yeah, he's great on the radio, too.
Fantastic.
So, Danny, who else do you like? commercial-wise?
Chris Collinsworth.
Is your favorite football guy?
Yeah, my favorite football guy to listen to. He has a great voice
Yeah.
to listen to on broadcasting, and he's really funny.
Mhm.
He adds humor into his broadcast, and I think he fits really well in sports broadcasting, especially football.
Okay, so we got baseball guys, we got football guys. What about basketball? Any basketball guys? you
Oh,
like?
Mike Breen.
Yeah, who does he call for?
I think he covers everybody, but you probably know him from Bang. He yells Bang all the time.
Oh, the Bang guy.
Yeah, the Bang guy.
Yeah, the Bang
Like Curry
guy.
let a three to go Bang!
Bang!
Yeah. I really like Mike Breen a lot.
Okay.
And Van Pelt.
Scott Van Pelt?
No, Jeff Van Gundy. That's his name.
Jeff Van Gundy, the
He's
former
really
head coach,
good.
the
Yes.
master of panic.
He's a really good broadcaster.
Okay.
Yeah.
Very, very good. So that's some of the.
Scott Van Pelt is really good too.
Scott Van Pelt's
But
really
he's
good.
more of a TV anchor.
Right.
But
What is, when we talked about this a little bit, you wanted to try volleyball and try some soccer.
Yeah.
What is a sport that might be impossible to call, but you admire people that can do it?
I really like to do poker too. I like to broadcast
Well,
poker.
yeah, absolutely. Poker's got to
Yeah.
be
And
challenging.
esports would be fun.
Yeah.
I think the most challenging though, maybe golf.
Right,
Just because it's
because
so slow, you have to be
Talk like
calm.
this. You have to build excitement.
Exactly. I think golf is probably the most challenging.
Yeah,
I'd say
I've noticed
golf.
you've brought your volume down since we
Yeah.
started talking about golf. So maybe one day, the Dawkins Broadcast Group can broadcast the MAAA Conference golf meet.
Maybe. I've never done it before. That'd be
Yeah,
interesting.
yeah, you just take the mobile broadcasting stuff,
Yeah.
and you just walk around the golf course.
Yeah.
We're on 16 now. We got two guys from North County and Central teeing off. Let's see what they do.
Shooting
You're a big Marvel movie guy.
Yes, I am.
You enjoy the Marvel movies?
I do.
What's your favorite?
The new Spider-Man was really good. I don't know if
Yeah?
you've seen the new Spider-Man.
I have not yet.
No
If you tell me
spoilers.
anything, yeah,
No
absolutely.
spoilers. But it has been a while since it's been out, so you
Yeah, I know. I
should go
probably
see
should go see it.
Really good movie. Probably one of the best directing jobs they've had in a very long time. The end game was really good too, but the new Spider-Man, just the directing and production was phenomenal.
What's a movie you like that nobody else does, or not many people do? Do you have one of those?
I don't really watch. Oh, there's a really good movie that I just watched recently on Netflix. It's got Ryan Gosling on it. He's
Nothing-
a 911
The
operator.
Notebook? Oh,
no,
okay.
no, he's a 911 operator. I think it's called Operator.
Okay.
He's really good in that movie. It's kind of simple. It's kind of just like a 1-2 shot film,
Yeah.
but it's the thriller, just the thrill of like this is happening, and all of a sudden at the end something else you expect happen it changes, and you're like, whoa,
Whoa.
I did not expect that. Beautiful directing on that as well. I really appreciate good writing and good directing.
Absolutely.
Like Game of Thrones. Game of Thrones has beautiful directing in that show.
Were you disappointed with how Game of Thrones ended?
Yeah, not as disappointed as the big Game of Thrones fans are. I just thought it was still a good ending.
Yeah.
But it's not
Could
what I
have been
wanted
better.
it to be. Yeah.
Well, yeah, exactly. And
Yeah.
if it ends how you wanted it to end, maybe
So
it's
much
not
better.
the best.
Yeah. I wanted
I don't
Jon
know.
Snow to get on the throne.
Right,
Or
yeah.
Khaleesi, but I mean, I guess, but not for long.
Spoiler alert. Of
Yeah,
course, that's
sorry.
been out for a long time.
Very long time.
You should see the end of that. Question we ask everybody on the hot seat: when they make the Chase Sellers biopic, who's going to play you? What actor?
Oh, what actor do I want to play me?
Yeah, I got an idea.
Henry
also.
Cavill.
Okay, who's Henry Cavill?
He's way taller than me and
Yeah.
a lot better looking than
What
me.
has he done?
He's the Witcher.
Okay.
He's Geralt of Rivia, and he's also Superman.
Oh, okay.
Yes.
Okay. Well, I can see that. I can see
Yeah.
that. I was going to say
I've been
Vin
told
Diesel.
I look like Clark Kent. but-
Yeah. I was going to say Vin Diesel just because I know that
yeah.
you're a big Vin Diesel fan.
Yes.
Yeah.
But
All right, last question. If you were to take any program at UniTec, let's say you're going back in time as a sophomore,
Okay.
you can't take this class, you can't take digital media, but
Okay.
you can take any other program offered here at UniTec, what would you take?
cooking class.
Culinary?
Culinary.
Absolutely.
I love cooking.
You get to eat every day too, that's the best part.
That's another side plus, another plus to it. But I don't know. I used to want to be a chef when I grew up,
Really?
but I realized as I grew, I'm not a big fan of some foods that I probably should.
Okay.
So I shouldn't be a chef because then I
Yeah.
wouldn't like my own food.
That's true.
But
Okay.
if I could
see
choose
how
another
it goes.
profession other than if I had to get rid of sports completely, I'd want to be a chef
Okay.
or a poker player.
Or a poker player.
Yeah,
You could
Daniel
be
Negreanu.
a cooking poker player.
Yeah, why not?
That'd be really fun.
Why not?
All right, so how do we follow your stuff with the Dawkins Broadcast Group? Give us some socials, give us some frequencies. How do we listen to Chase Sellers?
On Facebook, Dawkins Broadcast Group. On Twitter, at Dawkins Sports. You can find me on Froggy 96 online. We have websites for Kickin' Country 105. Just look up kickincountry105.com and then it'll pull up a live stream. We're actually broadcasting a basketball game tomorrow at 6:30. It's the VRL Championship game.
Black
South
River
Island.
League. Where's the Black River League conference?
This
What
year
school?
it's at Annapolis.
At
South
Annapolis.
Island.
Okay, so that's not too bad. You ever
No.
been to Bunker in that
No.
beautiful gym way out in the middle of
I
nowhere?
haven't been to East Carter though. That's a
Oh,
bit of a drive.
yeah, that's a bit of a drive too.
Yeah.
No doubt about it. Well, that's awesome. I'm so proud of you out
Thank
there
you, I appreciate it.
rocking it and representing the class and doing very well. So
Thank you.
thanks for joining us.
Of course. Thanks for having me.
Chase Sellers, former student sports director for the Dawkins Broadcast Group, joining us here on the hot seat on the UniTec YouTube channel.